Hey everyone, welcome to the channel wherever you're watching from. Hope you're having a good day, a good week. And in today's video, I have three very important charts to show you so you can make better financial decisions when it comes to the markets, when it comes to Bitcoin. Really quick, if you like the content, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump in. So first of all, we can see the fear and greed index in crypto. It is at 48, which is pretty neutral. And a lot of people gain more confidence when the Bitcoin price is at 82 right now. And I wouldn't pay too much attention to the fear and greed index, but in general, what I like to do is when the greed is very high on the green is where I look to sell. And when the fear is at extreme fear at red, I am looking to buy because you want to go against what most people do. And in my opinion, that is the right way. Not financial advice, of course, but this is just my opinion. So the first chart we have here is the supply and profit. And we can see a bunch of colors on this chart here. Basically, it represents the percentage of supply and profit in Bitcoin. Okay, this is the Bitcoin price right here. And so just by looking at this chart, every time we saw a cluster of blue dots right here is when we saw a rise in the price afterwards. And when we saw a cluster of red dots is when we saw a dip in the price. Okay, just by looking at this, no need to be a genius. It's very, very simple to notice. And one thing that I want to point out is in this bear cycle, we haven't seen any blue dots, which in my opinion means that we haven't seen the bottom yet. And I'm not saying that this has to happen and you should make all your financial decisions on this chart. I'm not saying that, but it is just something to keep in mind and gain another perspective before you make any decisions. And in my opinion, we are going to see a dip in the price, and only after we see the cluster of blue dots, then is when we're going to see the price of Bitcoin go higher. The next chart here is the Bitcoin cycle repeat chart. And this is more of a prediction chart because you can see here, according to this site right here, they predict that the price will go lower between 40 to 50K, which supports my opinion. Of course, I'm not saying that this must happen, but again, just one more thing to keep in mind before you put your money in it. So right now we are at 82,000, and according to the site, they predict the price will fall into November, October, November, before it goes higher again. Okay. The next chart here, we see Bitcoin and the powerful stock RSI cycle signal. Okay, now what are we looking at here? We see, first of all, this is the monthly chart. So each candle here represents 1 month. And we can see here that in the year 2014, we saw 19 months that were descending right here. The price went down. And this brings an accumulation phase right here in the stochastic RSI. And again, we saw the same thing in 2018 when the price goes lower and an accumulation zone forms here. And again, we saw it in 2022, every 4 years basically. And we're seeing the beginning of it in this cycle. Very, very interesting to see what will come in the next few weeks. Need to keep an eye on that. And the last thing here, this is my free Bitcoin tool. It's a free Bitcoin projection tool that you can input any Bitcoin amount that you have, and you can take this right here. If you're dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, you can put the amount that you want, and you can just see the projection in a few years according to the annual growth rate. And it's just something very, very interesting, very cool. You can see how much Bitcoin you could have if you invested every week, every day, every month. And it gives you the numbers right here. Very convenient tool here. You can play around with this. I'll put a link in the description for that too. So I hope you enjoyed this short video. I just wanted to jump on here really quick with a Bitcoin update. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.